Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan battle video for you. In this video we're going to be looking at how you can finish stage 2 of the Ultimate Red Zone Pure Saiyans edition. So currently there aren't any missions for this stage. Could be that they do release some in the future, so maybe I'll have to update this video, but for now it's pretty much bring whatever team you think is going to absolutely obliterate this event. So my team, I brought the Inhuman Deeds slash Power Absorption slash GT Bosses, basically GT Bosses team with the Fire Mega Shenron, and I have a second team there if you want to bring a GT Heroes or something. I'm just going GT Bosses slash GT Heroes team here. So you do need a pretty strong team for this. It is not an easy fight. We are going to have a lot to contend with here, and there's going to be a lot of damage being pumped out, and you need to be pretty quick and do a lot of damage so that you don't let these guys stack. So let's look at Nappa first. Nappa is going to grant immunity to being stunned. He's going to nullify super attack ceiling effect. He disables attack and defense reduction, and he gets a huge attack plus 200% on the 5th turn from the character's entry turn. So on that 5th turn he is going to start hitting incredibly hard. You definitely need to kill him as quickly as possible, so definitely just within 5 turns, which should be doable. He is not rocking anything ridiculous. He's got 180 million health. He pumps out a 2.3 million super as well, and he only attacks once per turn, so he should be alright. He does raise his attack for 1 turn as well when he supers, so he will be hitting harder in that turn after supering. Just need to make sure whatever team you bring is going to chunk down this boss in enough time that you don't have to contend with that 200% boost, because that is going to then look very, very scary. But moving on to Vegeta. So Vegeta is much the same as Nappa, a few tweaks here and there. So he's going to grant immunity to being stunned as well, super attack ceiling again, attack and defense reduction again, but now we are getting an attack plus 30% within the turn with each attack received. So he will be ramping up as you damage him, and that is nothing you can really do. Only suggestion for that is you're already going to be doing this. You've got to bring quite a strong team so that your hits actually count and you're not hitting them and doing a little bit itty bitty damage. You need to be doing big hits that are doing a lot of damage, because once he gets to 150%, that 2.5 million super is going to be looking very crispy, and yeah, you'll start taking a good chunk of damage. So again, he now has a large amount of health. The health jump is quite significant. It's over doubled. We now have 390 million health to deal with on Vegeta, as well as 50% damage reduction. So he is going to feel very, very tanky, and like I said, that's why you do need to bring a pretty beefy team, the strongest team you have. And yeah, so he can still be dodged. At least there's no dodge cancelling if you need to bring dodge units to dodge this guy, but otherwise the main thing here again is a DPS check. You want to kill him quickly so that he's not at his 150% damage the entire time, just waiting to kill one of your units that is just accidentally in the way. So yeah. Now moving on from Vegeta to Giant Ape Vegeta. So Giant Ape Vegeta grants immunity to being stunned, super attack ceiling effect he's nullifying, disables defense reduction, he locks character switching, so that is quite nasty. He will lock at least one of your characters every turn, and he gets an attack plus 50% with each turn passed up to 200%, as well as a defense plus 50% with each turn passed up to 200%. So he will start hitting harder, start being harder to actually do meaningful damage and that. So this is sort of the stage where you want to pull out all your actives. You want to hit him with the AGL Gogeta active if you have it, or you definitely want to be hitting him with if you're running a team like me here, your STR Goku Black / Zamasu, that you want to be hitting him definitely with those actives. So save as many actives as you can for this part of the fight, and then you just want to do as much damage as quickly as possible, because this one can get out of hand very quickly. He has 530 million health, so that is half a billion health, as well as 55% damage reduction, and he is going to be hitting you for a 4.2 million super. So if he gets himself up to that, you get to that 4th turn and he gets up to 200%, that's like what, like nearly over 10 million, 12 million super. So yeah, that is very scary. You do want to try kill him as quickly as possible. If you are running a team like this with the GT bosses, should have enough turns of the domain up, because you can bring a friend and bring your own. And I would probably recommend popping a wheeze or something here, although probably didn't need to. I was just trying to get the dub here for the recording, but I don't really think it was necessary. I was a little bit worried about AGL Rose in the back there with type disadvantage and not getting any hits in, and maybe just taking a super and dying. But honestly, I think this could have probably just been done without a wheeze, and just gone ahead and crushed it. So I would, although there are no missions to get done that involve not using items, so I always say when that's the case, go for it, or use items, don't use items. I know some people in the community think it's an absolute sin to use items. I'm not really of the opinion at all. I think if you want to use items, do it, and then if you want to do no items later, go for it. Get your stones first, and then worry about the no item run later. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have for you. You do want to kill this boss as quickly as possible, like I said, and just do as much damage as possible with all the actives and everything you possibly can. Switching out to Zamasu, STR Zamasu, and then having a see here, this is what I was worried about, and I do think he would have died there if we hadn't didn't wheezed. Switching out to STR Zamasu instead of STR Goku Black is going to help a lot. If you can pop him into the second slot, he is going to do some hilarious damage numbers, especially if you use his active as well. And it is quite nice on this team specifically that you have a you do have a unit that can front tank, being Fire or Mega Shenron, so that you can use STR Zamasu in the second slot. But also you are getting locked, so it's probably going to be pretty nasty if you do this without items, because you are getting locked and you've got no control over what's happening. But that is pretty much everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.